Okay, so that's cool. You can select which mission you want to do next. You don't have to follow in like a linear path. That's good. Let's see. M.M. Lewis. After the court order was issued, Hazel Iverson, the Prince of Boston, mobilized all her resources to try to understand the situation and assess the extent of the danger. The unification agreement is in danger. Faced with the mounting doubt and suspicion from both sides, M.M. must meet with Deneb Osborne to clarify the situation and ensure that the alliance will still stands. I barely have to play with Galeb though, so I'm gonna do his mission next. Let's see. All contact with the individual who issued the alert has been lost. Galeb must go to Jason Moore's home to find out what has happened and bring Moore back to the prince. So I'll do this one. Oh, I gotta hold it down. Oh, I could have read it in the loading screen as well. Look at that. This takes place on September 5th, 2019. Okay, I have 30 experience points, but not enough. Oh. I could upgrade, I could buy attributes for exploration, security and technology, or knowledge. The ability to make accurate inferences from one or more clues in the environment or dialogue. And disciplines. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough for any of the discipline abilities. Let's see. Oh, I can also increase this too. Okay. What do I go with? Deduction, security, technology, education. I'll go with deduction. And I don't see security and technology. Let me just use it. Okay, this is the mission that I mentioned earlier that I saw that
nice
included
badge.
action.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. What happened to the guard?
Let me know when
Oh,
they get here.
excuse me.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked Moore for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them.
Alright. Gather reports about the Primogem. Dejan, Hilda, Jara, Beryl, and Dr. Richard. Okay.
Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead.
Agent Smith.
Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Oof. Someone's missing a head.
Don't worry. I'll finish here and then I'm on my way. Free. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind of joke?
Henderson.
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL.
I like that
We
reference.
got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Where is this? Where's the caretaker?
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person to get here?
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Mr. Anderson.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Oh, his bodyguards?
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Go
True.
on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know.
Yup. Mind your business. Sense the unseen. When sense the invisible is activated, looking at a non-human character is enough to identify its nature. It is also possible to reveal the tracks left by a supernatural creature and learn more about it.
Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
Let me inspect the body. Ew.
He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut.
Yep. Clean is right. Sense the unseen.
There's a retainer here somewhere.
Moore's driver's license.
Give me that money. Alright, nothing over here. Notebook, Lieutenant Mia Anderson. Jay Moore leaves with his bodyguards. Jay Moore returns, wounded with the bodyguards. Refuses Adam's help. Adams calls 911. Parking attendant sees Moore's car leave. Baker enters building, questions Adam. Lehane arrives shortly after. Why is the head missing? ID, trophy, proof of a hit. Wife and daughter on vacation with friends. Where are the bodyguards? Why hire them? Money laundering? Household staff? Nanny? Housekeeper? Nice apartment, renovated. Lydia's an architect. Why is her office so small compared to the husband's? Some interesting questions.
The apartment has changed since my last visit.
There's anything here? Okay, so that body didn't give off anything supernatural though, so it can't be. Well, no, Jason Moore's a human. Never mind. Officer Tyler Hates. Ethan Adams, 60, concierge, butler. Good relations with the Moores. Present at the scene. Moore came back around 2 a.m. wounded with bodyguards. Need more info, but Mr. Adams was in a state of shock. Feels guilty, thinks he could have done more. Loyal, professional, friendly, old school, meticulous, educated.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Because I'll go back to him in a bit. So I might not have a choice.
Somebody slept here.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, right. The safe house thing. So I can feed on these guards if I need to. Replenish my
It'll pass. Don't worry.
hunger.
Dinner of a mortal who's at the end of their rope. There are bloody prints on these bags. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
Oh, you
Sight
can't.
of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No. When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him?
You'll need to ask the concierge how to get to the parking garage. He's the one who sent my colleagues down.
Alright, so we'll head back to concierge in a bit. Let me head over here first.
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home.
This is the bathroom, nothing to see here. Okay, this is a safe zone. Good to know.
That must remind him of Costa Rica. It's a whole way of life there. Slow down and enjoy things, in contrast to Jason's life.
Alright, so if I need to feed, convince somebody to go there.
A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason? I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you?
So he cares about Jason. Good to know.
We destroy all that we touch.
Oh, that was a nice little touch having the teddy rabbit thing's head slowly descend. Alright, there's nothing here. Nothing else there. Alright, so I'll talk to the guy. Oh, I read that already.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
He needs to get a hold of himself. Presence, calm him down. Okay, good. That's gonna make me even hungrier, but...
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe, and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
About the Moore family. Oh.
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Alright. Bodyguards.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu.
Ooh.
But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
What do you mean acting tough?
What do you mean by acting tough?
More than once I overheard them talking to Mr. Moore, like they were his boss. The world upside down.
They worked for us, just like your dear Mr. Moore.
I hope they won't find another job anytime soon.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
Where is she?
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Hopefully she's staying with a friend and they didn't kidnap the kid or whatever.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
All right. About the parking garage.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
All right. Got one dialogue point, but I still have... Oh no, I have more now. I have 17. Hopefully they don't notice.
Meet me there.
Of course.
This man's struggling. Oh no, I didn't hold it down long enough. Damn. I screwed up. I think only set it for like one of my hunger. That was it. Damn. Alright, that's fine. Time to head down.
One of the weapons is missing.
That's definitely the one that chopped off the person's head. Wait. Maybe I should head up. See if there's anything good up here before I head down to the basement. I mean the garage. Ooh, that statue is nice.
The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific. Ugh, what a mess.
Fortress security. Safe and wall product, blah blah blah. To protect your valuable personal belongings and important documents, the safe in wall has a 15-point locking system made of high-grade steel, an electronic lock, as well as an unbreakable door without visible hinges. We designed a concealed emergency exit for you in perfect accord with your interior. Our sliding panels use hydraulic technology that's completely silent. The secret passage can be equipped with the optional storage room at the outlet and an 8-point lock. Hidden weapon rack. For your safety and that of your loved ones, consider the hidden weapon rack. Keep within reach of you, but not your children, to ensure your safety in any room. The custom-made concealment panels slide in and out using totally silent hydraulic technology. Also comes in waterproof for bathrooms. Hidden panic room. To protect your large personal belongings as well as your loved ones in the event of serious danger, the hidden panic room features all of our patented systems. It features a 15-point concealed door, independent ventilation, and water supply. It offers a comfortable survival space to keep 4 people safe under any circumstances. Okay. And this one. Oh, I can't read that one. And this. Let's see what's...
Nobody told me there would be a retainer here.
Oh, she's the... Okay, she's the ghoul, the retainer.
What are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bazori. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No, I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Oh, an account file. Have it. Here you go.
Suspicious items. Some items and documents are a threat to the Masquerade if they are left in enemy hands. Make sure you recover them or destroy them. Otherwise, the suspicion level will increase.
Okay. Let's see how much she knows.
So that was a file on Dory.
All right. What have you found?
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
46% chance. That'll make me think, no. And I can't focus it? I'll try to dominate. Ah, it's a tie. Ah, success. Got it.
I don't have time for this.
Ooh.
Give me what you have.
What I've got. Of course, sir. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly what they asked you to do.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was supposed to pick up more and some financial documents. After that, I was supposed to wait for further instructions.
Make her read the text message about the mission. I'm getting real hungry, so I don't want to use any more.
Well?
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
Order her to leave. Let her finish her mission. Let's try that.
I'll tell the prince you obeyed your orders, but you'd better go.
But my mission. I've got to...
No questions, Lane.
Very well, Mr. Bazori.
Okay, good. Oof, alright. So that's that. Good thing I went up here and didn't immediately go to the basement. The garage. This person's place is huge.
This is where I met Moore for the first time.
I do need to find the files as well, though, so they probably wouldn't all be in the garage, you know? Ooh, if I could find a safe zone, then I could definitely feed on that person.
Lydia and June at the beach.
Aw, cute.
A safe. Now we just have to find the code.
Where are you? You didn't answer my call. I left you a message. We need you tonight. Let me know. B. Jason, I've been asking for files that you should have sent a week ago. I don't know what's going on, but send them over. Heavy jet charter for a Boston-Hong Kong trip. Thursday. Alright. That doesn't help. The key to Jason Moore's archives. Alright, good. Maybe all the files might be in there. So I'll talk to the cap.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Oh.
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Account statements from different banks. Nothing that concerns us.
That guy is just coughing up a lung over there.
Portfolios of old shares.
Okay, the ghoul touched this
The
one.
mayor's deeds.
And well, I can't do anything with that. Oh, good. Safe room. Safe zone. So I can definitely feed on this guy. Come here.
Meet me there. Okay, sure.
Alright. I did a lot better that time.
I need to rest.
Great. Talent gain, controlled hunts. Alright, so I only have one now. That's good. Dear Madam, Dejan Siaka is not the most active member of your Primogym. He's also not very interested in accounting either, so he lets me manage his small fortune as I see fit. He regularly comes to me to launder the money he receives from his numerous deals in occult objects. As the amounts are relatively insignificant, this has never been a problem for me. After relying on your generosity for a long time, he has now amassed enough money to get by on his own, despite his erratic financial habits. For this reason, I recommend that you save a substantial amount of money by ceasing your contributions to him. Of course, if this is a means to ensure his loyalty, I will let you be the judge of whether or not this is a good idea. Mr. Siaka is what we call in the business a cash cow. Although he describes himself as a collector, he spends his money freely on things that are important to him, without any real consideration for the profit he could derive from them. In addition to the occult art activities, occult objects, and ancient works that are rather difficult to transport discreetly, he is particularly fond of acquiring the instruments of musicians he admires, mainly jazz legends. He is not much of a negotiator, and although I have repeatedly offered to have professionals help him negotiate the best terms, for some reason he prefers to do it himself. He sees me as a simple accountant, though this is not to his advantage. I believe he doesn't like people like me. Do note that he regularly asks me to invest in voodoo groups in Louisiana, at a complete loss. I try to dissuade him, but he seems to be bent on continuing in this way. You will find a complete list of operations attached.
Dejan, are you making plans in case things go south? Or are you planning to leave us?
I would also like to draw your attention to the fact that Mr. Siaka recently invested in property near Salem, apartments, warehouses, garages, the same type of properties and sizes as the property he currently owns in Boston. It would appear that he intends to establish a secondary residence. Your eternal servant, Jason Moore.
I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. An auction Acquisition of Lot 87, Dejan Siaka. A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis.
Alright, that's it. Everything here? That door doesn't open. Okay. Oh, there was another cop up here. I had no clue. Good thing he didn't see me.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to refill my water. Be right back. Where was the injury?
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
What about his partner?
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment.
I do not have enough deduction. So, keep going.
After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
Damn. Can't use psychology on him or persuade him to give me any more information.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Oh, I could have tried my
Of
discipline
course.
powers. I forgot.
Sorry, Agent Smith, but I'm a little busy right now.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
That sucks. Another magnetic key? Okay. That will come in handy. Okay, I got everything I could from this part of the building. The apartment.
I should put some money on that.
Alright, so we'll head over here now. Hey Bandit, welcome to the stream. How you been? How was your day? Thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
This must be the kids' room. Yep.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June,
On my way.
Jason's daughter.
I'm not gonna read the kid's diary. That's mean. Wait. Another hidden secret for you. Good luck decoding.
Oh?
Interesting. Work has been rough, but I'm gonna relax and watch you play Swansong. Well, I'm sorry work was rough, but I'm glad I can help you relax by playing a game involving vicious creatures of the night. Hopefully work is a lot better tomorrow if you're, well, whenever you
Did you
go
inherit your
back to work.
mother's artistic talent, June?
I'm currently in Act 2 of the game. Oh, I can move faster now. Interesting.
Oh?
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
Sheesh. Lucky, this kid's got a big. This kid's room is bigger than mine. There's like 10 of my rooms put together. Let's talk to this cop.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith.
Posing as an FBI officer at the moment. So nothing in that room is of any use to me. I wonder how come it took this long to be able to run.
I've never been in this part of the apartment before.
For a whole hour, I had no choice but to walk real slowly. Confidential file for Underwood. Okay. Dear Madam, Beryl Underwood is a particularly challenging subject in that he knows far more about finance than I do. He sees me as a mere subordinate and is highly suspicious of me. He most certainly uses extremely secure networks for his unusual business and would be wrong to do without them. And he would be wrong to do without them. Since I have worked for him, Mr. Underwood has regularly approached me about his interest in the sugar industry. His ability to project into the future is impressive. All of his actions are well thought out, and I have never seen him make a mistake. In addition to intensive lobbying in developed countries, his recent financial operations reveal a shrewd intensification of his operations in BRISCS countries. A number of people close to power in Brazil, oh, that's what it stands for, I guess. Brazil, India, and South Africa, in particular, have received financial and in-kind donations, cars, villas, jewelry, etc., through shell companies or trusted intermediaries. I see this as an effective way of asserting his control over production in critical areas, while covering his tracks very neatly. More recently, he asked me to invest massively in media and universities in order to fight back against research and publications demonstrating the harmfulness of sugar in the human diet. Good for him. He has indirectly taken control of several national television channels in Southern Europe, European and African countries to broadcast counter propaganda. Okay, so he's a bit of an asshole, but like, at least he cares. He also has placed some assets in the Indian audiovisual industry, I imagine with the same goal in mind. He did not hesitate to support several private laboratories in charge of demonstrating the responsibility of other elements in the development of cancers, such as saturated fats. Well, I'm sure he's doing this because, you know, humans with crappy diets die off, and then that kind of hurts the supply for vampires. So it was a brilliant idea. This field is currently rapidly expanding and should be the subject of future investments, as the initial results appear promising. Please find enclosed statements allowing you to confirm my observations on these matters for yourself.
Beryl, will you ever change?
For several years now, I have noted connections with arms and militia intermediaries in South America. I don't know much about this, and I would be very wary of questioning Mr. Underwood about it, but it's safe to speculate that it is a question of destabilizing local governments that are hostile to the presence of the companies he controls. All of this demonstrates that he not only has a natural instinct for finance, but also a very deep understanding of the related geopolitical issues. Beryl Underwood is the Kasparov of business, always several steps ahead. This makes him particularly difficult to read, even for me. Your eternal servant, J. Moore. Alright, so I have the file on Underwood. That just leaves Richard Dunham and Hilda.
Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag in a hurry to leave.
Matthews. Alright, let's see if there's anything else I can find. What's this? I can hack. Did the safe code change again? Yes, it's June's date of birth this time. 333. Don't wait up for me tonight, sweetie. As always, we're going to the movies. Maybe we'll meet when we get back then. Yeah, or at lunch. I left a post-it in your planner. Did you see it? Yes, but you already told me that yesterday, sweetheart. I forgot the reference for the curtains. Can you send it to me? Yes, tomorrow morning. It's gorgeous out, I'm sure. We miss you, despite the house and the beach. Yes, despite that. Pick up Lydia. Don't do it from far away like that. Oh, pick up Lydia. Don't do it from far away like that. I need to calm down. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Come on, pick up. No, Jason. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna have to tell June. Just like every time. This is the third time you've bailed on us since Christmas. I can't take it anymore. This house is for the three of us. Not so my mom can watch June there. See you tomorrow. I love you. June is admitted to the French school in Boston. She's jumping all over. Awesome. You didn't come home last night. No, but tonight, yes. I'm looking forward to it. Where are you? It's 1 a.m. Lydia, we can talk, but call me. I get it, okay? June cried this morning because you weren't here. What's going on? I don't know what you did, but we don't have to talk about it when you get home if you want. Call me.
Lydia was killed.
Oh.
It's not pretty.
You know what you have to do. We know where to find your daughter. What the hell?
A cell phone. Locked, of course.
Dear Lydia, thank you so much for the book of Emily Dixon poems you so kindly sent me. It inspires me daily. I read it during golden hour or while I'm drinking tea. If feathers are a symbol of hope, I'll have to linger even longer in Mount Royal Park. You must come see me, and soon, before it gets too cold for you, my snowbird. And you fly south for the winter. Gotta go. My oolong's almost ready. Give your daughter a kiss for me. Emily. What was this?
It must have been used to dress a wound.
It's so weird now being able to move faster.
Bottle of
It's throwing me off a
disinfectant,
little bit.
obviously handled by someone who was bleeding.
There's a med kit there.
The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people.
Listen, we have our moments. We just throw it on the ground. News feed on the... What? On the mirror? That's interesting. Wow. The weather. And you can call. That's very... That's cool, I guess. Okay, there's nothing else I see in this room. But I got the code now for the safe. So I'm gonna head back. Whoa. Oh. Oh wait, no. Let me check this room.
A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk. The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project.
Don't know what that means. So this is Lydia's phone. So it was the same conversation but backwards. Okay, I don't see anything here that I need though. Yep. So the code for the safe was 333. Whoa. Oh, somebody else tried it. Wait. Oh, no, hold on. 03. Wait, let me read that again. Hold on. Talent menu. Talents increase your ability. Each talent is tied to a specific action. Repeating these actions will progressively unlock the tiers of talents. Oh, okay. Alright, good. Alright, so let me... Inventory. That's what I'm trying to go for. Oh wait, no, those aren't 3, those are hearts. Right? Or no, hold on. Maybe those were meant to be heart emojis. So I need to figure out her birth. Oh no, well I guess it's on here, but I need to figure out. Oh, V. Why is he walking slow again? Oh, what? You mean to tell me? The controls. Oh, oops. I should have just looked at the controls. I mean, they didn't tell you in the tutorial, but pressing circle allows you to run. Got it. That is my bad. I goofed. I definitely goofed on that.
June's whole life in pictures.
Aw, cute little baby.
June dressed up for Halloween.
We're waiting for the forensics.
Let's see, maybe her birthday's in here. Abdullah gave me this diary, says I'm old enough to have secrets. Gonna write it in every day. See you tomorrow. It's raining. I'm bored. Mag didn't come to school. She's got the mumps. Ooh. Mary took the opportunity to say some bad things about her, like she's ugly and not nice. Blah blah blah. I did it. I watched Dad to see how he does it. Yesterday I was able to send messages to Mag even with my game. Copy the shape. Forest house for a month.
Interesting.
Something about her birthday, at least. Aw, she's mad her dad not showing up. Sick of eating pizza, my tummy hurts. Nothing about her birthday.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June?
I already did this part. I mean, there was blood on the button, so maybe... I could try to guess from this. It's her birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's month, day, and year. How old is she? 8. Does that make that go away? Okay, so that makes that go away. Let's try 0, 1. 0, 4, 0, 9. Wrong code. Let's try. Read the messages again. Oh, well.
Dad? Thank you, thank you, thank you!
You gonna come? Oh, why'd the voice go away? It's weird.
Good evening, Jason. I need you tomorrow night at Nakatomi Plaza. We are getting the family together, and I would like to tell them about our agricultural and food business plan. Round up the numbers and bring them with you. Obviously, this invitation cannot be refused. B. Jason, my cousins didn't show up after all. Stay home if you haven't left, or meet me at Hazel's house if you want. call me back and tell me where you are.
Alright, so it's 2019. She's 8. So she was definitely born in 11. Okay. Okay, so 0904. Mm, 0409 11. There we go. Got it. I'm a detective.
A thank you letter from Fortress Security. After the installation of a system for more. Maybe he kept it for reference.
Dear Mr. Moore, thank you for choosing us. We hope you are satisfied with our services. Don't forget to change your password every 6 months or after each emergency use. In case of technical issue, our service department is available Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Let's read this one. Okay, this file is about Richard. Dear Madam, Richard Dunham is rather easy to understand in light of his financial transactions. Mr. Dunham is almost entirely dedicated to his research. On this matter, you have nothing to fear from the investments he has made. They are in strict compliance with the specifications that you set out. Most of my work consists of setting up and dismantling financing networks to prevent any traceability. It should be noted that his needs are growing, which is tied to the expansion of the scope of his experiments following his recent breakthroughs, at least from what he tells me. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to give an opinion on this point, but from a purely financial point of view, the results are not there for the moment. However, I have high hopes for the markets that are sure to develop in the near future as a result of your drive. Please keep in mind that the investments that have been made are colossal. Other than that, Dr. Dunham does not get involved in the management of his affairs as long as the sums he requests reach him quickly. However, he instructed me to inject resources into private institutions for individuals suffering from psychological issues. I believe he would like to keep an eye on his most interesting cases. He also created a research laboratory that specializes in hypnosis. Its existence is highly confidential, as there have not been any major advances. However, as he is not wont to give up on an idea, he regularly asks me to increase the financial support for his organization. You will find documents that support my analysis enclosed.
There was a lot of money involved. We're not going to get a return on our investment anytime soon.
Finally, I recently took the liberty of creating Von Kraft Holding to collect the income from his activities and invest it in reliable areas. However, I must admit that the profits are lower than expected to date. An institution like Boston's Red Salon, in particular, with its undeniable success, receives the support of many eminent members of your organization. And yet, this is not reflected in the salon's accounts. As Dr. Dunham is rather secretive on this point, and Mr. Underwood has recently taken over management of the venue, I do not have access to enough elements to substantiate my allegations. However, while my forecasts are not always 100% accurate, they cannot be so far removed from the reality of the situation. The only conclusion that can be drawn from this is that capital is disappearing without my knowledge. I recommend a thorough investigation of the Red Salon to shed light on this major issue. Alright. That's one less suspicious item removed. And I've pretty much checked out everything up here. So yeah, like I've searched through everything up here, so time to head down. Laundry. Alright, time to head to the garage.
Can you take a look at the cards, please?
I'll run the plates.
Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Mind your business.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. They didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
What?
He?
What?
You said he must have been in a hurry. You're saying it was a man.
Oh, no. It just slipped out without thinking. It could have been a woman. Do you think it was the murderer?
We're not sure of anything at this point. I've got a few questions.
Alright, the witness.
Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Sports car.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Talk to this cop. See if she has anything to say.
Did you find anything?
She does not.
Still looking.
Nope. Nope. Ooh, I can find another safe place if I need to.
Locked.
Okay. Okay, here's another safe zone. Good.
Even access to the trash is restricted here.
Wyatt, you weren't here, and I haven't been able to get into the trash cans again. Would it kill you to leave the door open? Some of us have work to do. Alright, so in case I need to use my abilities, I can replenish in that safe room there.
Hello, Mr. Bizori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith, Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Why does everyone call him Wyatt?
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
So he's a daywalker, pretty much.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the Kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. I hope it works out for you.
I'm doing what I can. Actually, if you could put a word in with the prince, I'd be eternally grateful.
I don't get involved in that kind of thing.
Of course, obviously. But seeing as how I'm already working for your child, Mr. Underwood, I thought that maybe...
You work for Beryl?
Yes. I also work at a red salon, a couple of hours each day.
What do you do there, exactly?
Cleaning, mostly.
What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
Alright, have him go over the night's events.
So what happened?
I've got no clue. My shift started at 10 p.m., as usual. The 6th floor tenant left around 11. At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Asks about his family.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen it in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation, and he was going to go join them soon.
Alright.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
In a confrontation, you must fight to convince the other person. The result of a confrontation has an impact on how the story will play out. Stages. A confrontation has a certain number of stages. The number depends on the goal of the confrontation. Each stage ends with either a win or a miss. There's a maximum number of misses allowed for each confrontation. If you exceed this number, you lose the confrontation. I'm only allowed one miss.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
Alright. Add some focus.
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Missouri. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Listen, we're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened.
What?
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
Rhetoric. He owes me more respect than that. It's a tie. Do I fill that one? Oh, I filled that one. Damn.
You're taking a big risk by messing with someone like me. I'm sure that's not news to you.
Oh. Final stage. To win a confrontation, you must make it to the final stage and win. In the case of a miss during the final stage, the stage is repeated until the confrontation is won or lost.
I know. It's either now or later anyway. Because you're not gonna like what I've been doing in there. I know it.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
Discipline powers. I don't have enough.
I've been sent by the Prince of Boston. Do you really think I owe you anything?
That's not what I meant.
You talk too much. Open the door.
Right away.
Okay, won the stage though.
All right, it's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little. A guy's gotta survive. I don't have to tell you that. I don't make a whole lot of money here.
What do you cook?
Oh, a little of everything. But I've got all my stuff in there. And there's some pretty rare ingredients.
Rare?
Yeah. And kinda illegal, too.
Such as?
In some recipes, well, I use vials of Kindred's blood, for instance.
Whose blood?
Well, it depends on what I can find.
Okay, but what have you got right now, exactly?
If I tell you, can it stay just between us?
You're not fucking going to start again.
Okay. Okay, I managed to obtain some of Quentin King's blood.
But of course, this guy's the perfect patsy. I almost pity him.
King answered the beckoning at the same time as the rest of the city's elders.
It can't be his blood.
One more thing, boss.
Don't call me that.
I hope we'll meet again, Mr. Missouri.
Okay. Got 2 dialogue options back for that. What is this? Keys to the parking attendant's car. Alright, so let me open these. Inspect.
Packaging to be recycled.
Oh, this is it.
Oh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Woo.
Oh no, Uwu's dead.
If it was a bodyguard who died in the lobby, where the hell is Moore? Nothing. Nothing of interest. Why, it's makeshift lab. And it's not meth.
Inspect. Take the lock and pick.
Rusty cans. Who would want to take that? Empty soda cans. Old chicken feet.
Ew.
A shoe with worn out leather. I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Ugh, packaging to be recycled. Garbage.
Let's check the inventory. This vitae of elders is potent. When drunk, it gives a small glimpse of their powers. Let's see if it does anything. Got a new the trait menu. Traits are positive or negative effects that influence the abilities of the character in question. Traits are only revealed once they have been earned as a result of an action, a character's choice, or a consequence. The hunger level, whether low or high, confers temporary traits that affect the character's abilities. As it rises, the suspicion rating creates more negative traits that increase the difficulty faced by the characters. Okay, so Prince's Quarters. Okay. I said I talk to this guy again about the head.
How can I help you, Agent Smith?
I went through your trash.
So? Are you interested in one of my ingredients?
That's not really what I've got a problem with.
What?
You didn't tell me about the man's head in a plastic bag.
What? But what the hell? Is it more?
No. That head belonged to one of his bodyguards.
But... It wasn't me, Mr. Missouri, I swear. I don't know anything about it.
I can't. Don't have anything to convince him. And I guess I'll use this. Oh, his focus is 18% though. I'll try. That's a tie. Fuck.
It was one of our servants.
Oh yeah?
Do you know what that means?
But it's not me.
There will be an investigation. It belonged to someone, Wyatt.
Of course. I hope you'll find whoever did it.
You don't seem to be too worried.
Well, yeah. I didn't do anything. And if you had anything on me, you wouldn't be trying to intimidate me.
I found your cook shop.
You didn't touch anything, I hope.
Of course.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Mr. Missouri. Happy to help.
I'm low on those points, but let me guess. My hunger is low, so I don't need to feed on anybody. Use key. Thin blood watch.
There's nothing in it.
What does this watch do? Keep pressing the wrong thing. Oh, it's gear. Okay. Your opponent cannot focus while you're focusing. Chance of success of disciplines increased by plus 25%. In a tie. In case of a tie, the risk of opponent focus increased by 20. Ah, that might have helped me, but it might have not.
I won't stoop that low.
Ha. Okay.
A vehicle ran into the wall.
Alright, so... There's nothing else I could do there, it seems. I wonder where else I gotta go now.
Do you know if our backup's on the way? This should take a long time.
Guess I'll head back up. So if that's not more who got decapitated. Maybe he's in that safe room I read about.
What a mess.
I've just got one more question.
Yes. What do you want to know?
Does the name Fortress Security mean anything to you?
Does it ever? Hard to forget them. They came out here last year to work on a project for about 2 weeks. And Mrs. Moore had interior designers here just about every season. But this time, the workers showed no respect for the common areas. There were 4 of them, and I can tell you, they made quite a mess. I had to clean up the debris and plaster they left behind them for weeks.
Any idea what they were working on?
No. I mind my own business.
4 workers here for 2 weeks who left behind loads of debris and plaster. They weren't here for a small project. I think we're done here. Thank you.
Oh, what's that? Car key. Yo. If this is gonna help me open that car, I'll be pissed. I should have spotted that earlier. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. All right. Fingers crossed. Crossing all the fingers and the toes. Cross the toes as well. Please give me something helpful.
Nothing yet.
Oh, well, this is the file on Hilda. Dear Madam, although she's not directly involved in the world of finance, Hilda McAndrews has a keen instinct for leveraging her assets. She knows exactly what she wants and how to get it, which makes our interactions quite simple. Her business as an art dealer is fairly conventional, though the scope of her dealings is vaster than with any of my other clients. Miss McAndrews has made it very clear that she wishes to differentiate her personal acquisitions, which she keeps in her private collection, from the pieces she acquires for investment purposes. On this matter, I admit I am impressed by her knowledge of the field. She very rarely makes transactions at a loss, and when she does, the loss is immediately compensated by a true master stroke. She leaves nothing to chance, which is reassuring for an asset manager, especially when dealing with such large amounts. The rest of her day-to-day transactions reflect the usual lifestyle of a person of her rank within a prestigious organization. There isn't much to report in that regard. Miss McAndrews likes nice things.
Hilda's planned for everything, even her eventual end.
There's one particular issue that requires your attention. Miss McAndrews has asked me to draw up a sort of will for her. I was surprised by her request in and of itself, as I am not a lawyer, and I have no experience in drafting this sort of document. And given your longevity, I was under the impression that her inheritance was not a concern that preoccupied you. However, this was not the question I wanted to draw your attention to. Rather, I wanted you to be aware of the identity of the beneficiary of most of Miss McAndrews' property. Her belongings are to be bequeathed to a certain M. Lewis, whom I do not have the pleasure of having met, but who, it would appear, is relatively little involved in your court. It seems to me that there is a risk of having so many assets removed from your circle of influence if Miss McAndrews were to pass away. I recommend the utmost vigilance on this matter. Okay, so I can return to the prince now, even though I haven't been able to find Jason.
Hurry up. We need something, guys. We're waiting for the forensics.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Because I think I screwed up other stuff that prevented me from finding him. Leave.
I've got what I need.
Let's go back to the prince.
Oof. See, I could have found the hidden room in the apartment, but I did not. But maybe if I do a second playthrough, I'll attempt that some other time. Alright, I didn't get any failures though, and I got 150 experience, so that's great.